So after checking out the AudioPro A26 last year, it's quite awesome to have the chance to experience big audiophile grade bookshelf speakers, and today we're checking out a big one from Edifier.
I can't find my way back to you. I'm lost again. I don't wanna run from all of this. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. So break me. I'm falling hard, don't help me. I've been gone.
Hello, my name is Sean, and today we're checking out the Edifier S1000W, which was sent over to me by Edifier Malaysia. And this is not a sponsored post, and as usual, I'll be sharing with you my honest and unbiased opinion. So this speaker here we have today retails for about $450 US, but fortunately, we'll be able to buy them at a cheaper price in Malaysia for about 1,400 Malaysia ringgit, which translates to about $300 US. Anyways, if you're interested in buying this speaker, do check out my links in the description below. So the speaker that we have here is quite large today, so I'm just gonna put it down here and weighing at just about 16 kilograms for both the satellites. And the right speaker comes in at 8.35 kilos based on my scale and 8.1 kilos for the left speaker. So I think this is an extremely well-built speaker, and the cabinet that Edifier uses here is made out of solid wood, which contributes to the entire weight of the speaker, and this will give you great resonance to the audio projected from the speaker. So at the top of the speaker, you're going to get this nice leather wrap with a nice textured grain that flows all the way down to the front of the speaker as well. And at the front, you're going to get an acoustically transparent mesh, very high quality with the Edifier branding at the bottom. And you can also remove them if you like the raw open design speaker, but I think the mesh screen does make it look better. So inside itself, you're going to get a 1-inch titanium dome at the top here, which is a tweeter, as well as a 5.5-inch aluminum base driver at the bottom with a total combined output of 120 watts of power. So these are really powerful and loud speakers. So on the right speaker itself, there's also a small panel at the bottom that shows the LED light of which mode that you're currently in, whether you're line in, whether you're Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. And the left speaker is pretty much the same but simpler. So with this speaker itself, Edifier also provides in the box a very modern looking remote that lets you control the input, the volume, mute and playback controls, which is very convenient. So at the back of the right speaker is where you'll get the controls and the input ports, and you're going to get 3 knobs here, right? So the first knob is the volume knob, and then you get the treble knob as well as the bass knob. So next to that, you're going to see some RCA analog line in if you want to use these speakers with your turntables or any analog audio devices. So you're also going to be getting optical input as well as coaxial input. So below that, you're going to get speaker connections for the left and right speaker and the power cable and also the on-off switch. So just something to take note here is that there are no subwoofer out here, since these are designed to be bookshelf speakers and not so much an entertainment home theater system. So there is also no HDMI input for the speaker. So volume on the S1000W is very powerful but gradual, so it doesn't get loud like instantly and gives you a lot of room to slowly increase the volume. But when it gets loud, it's seriously loud. So you can gradually increase the volume from 0 to 50% and it doesn't make such a sudden jump of volume. But as you crank it up slowly to about 70% and you get some serious home theater performance, and watching video on this is actually quite enjoyable with the bass, and anything above that is too loud for me to even test in my condo. So in terms of its feature, you're going to get both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity on the speaker, and on top of all the wired options that we've mentioned above, and this speaker is also high-res audio certified. Bluetooth wise, you're going to get 5.0 chipset with support for aptX HD, AAC and SBC support, so you definitely need a compatible device in order to unleash the high-res capabilities. Else, if you only use an iPhone, then you're going to be only using the AAC codec. So with Wi-Fi, you're going to get a 5 GHz Wi-Fi, which also supports multi-room audio capability, so you can connect multiple compatible Edifier speaker and run them around your home. So this speaker is also an active speaker which comes with its own amplifier inside, so you don't necessarily really need to worry about having separate amps to drive the speaker. It's meant for it to be a simple setup that sits in your bookshelf or your TV cabinet without the complication of setting it up with other audio peripherals. So other services you get with the speaker includes Apple AirPlay 2, Alexa support, Spotify Connect, and also Tidal Connect. So if you use any of these services, you'll feel right at home. So next we're going to talk about the Edifier Home App. So Edifier makes two different apps. One is the Edifier Connect for their smaller speakers as well as their earbuds, and you have the Edifier Home App which supports this speaker as well as another speaker that we've previously looked at. So Edifier honestly makes simple, beautiful and user-friendly app, but with the Edifier Home App you're really getting pretty stripped down controls for this speaker itself. So you're gonna get controls for your audio playback right at the home page, and if you're playing music, it will appear at the bottom of the screen. Below that, you can control your input of your speaker between Wi-Fi, Bluetooth or wired line in. And next to that, you're gonna get a settings button, but inside there isn't really any control but a bunch of information for you to look at. Below that, you can log into your Amazon account, and that's basically all the controls you get with the Edifier Home App. So how does this $450 speaker sounds like? So in my experience, really good and satisfying, and there are a lot of ways you can tune these speakers, especially with the knob behind the speaker, which is synonymous to all Edifier bookshelf speakers. So let's evaluate it from maxed out treble and maxed out bass performance just to see what you can extract from this speaker. So if you think that the lack of subwoofer is a turn off for you, rest assured that when it comes to bass delivery, this speaker delivers it with the punch. Or maybe let me rephrase it, the bass is powerful, but of course it doesn't compare to a dedicated subwoofer. But with these type of speaker, you generally put them on a shelf and play nice music from it, which doesn't really warrant a subwoofer. So when you maxed out the bass knob, the bass does hums quite a bit. I personally like to run it about 40% mark, and the bass gets extremely deep, and reproduction of any sub bass potential is extremely accurate and good with this speaker. So this speaker, although a bookshelf speaker, plays music extremely well as well, but watching movies on them feels even more immersive. So vocals on these speakers are fantastic, and for both male and female vocals, they just sound so three-dimensional that it feels like you're being engulfed by the artist. Especially at slightly louder volumes, they do shine quite a lot. So highs on these are also great, and they sparkle beautifully with the cymbals and hi-hats. They all get reproduced very nicely. When the treble knob is maxed out, you do get some ear pierce with some songs. However, a simple turn on the knob solves the problem, which is a very nice and elegant solution.
Sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my bad. I don't give a. You stepping on me and like I'm a mama, touch you bad and I'm not. You're mad, I guess you're mad. Wore my best pajama for this drama. Why you talking like that, like that, like that? I'm not gonna spend the night. I'm talking. You got bad things on your mind. Keep barking. Spit your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed with me, with me. You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it out back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well come as a bitch, get ready for this.
So personally, I love the execution of this speaker from Edifier. The only thing is that it doesn't quite fit my small home nicely because of its size. And I think if you have a big enough home or space, these speakers would be great for playing music around the house. And price-wise, compared to many audiophile grade speakers, these are actually not that expensive. So if your use case calls for a speaker like that, then definitely check them out. For me, one con on this speaker is that there are no EQ controls on the app itself to simulate the knobs behind the speaker. And since these speakers are usually tucked away on a bookshelf, we could just have that EQ in the app and that would be great. Else it would be a bit hard for you to tune those knobs when it's placed in a bookshelf. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.